With diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life, this wondrous planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforests and life-giving soil, we cherish all these as gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidences which pinpoint the raising of livestock as the #1 contributor to climate change, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. Today, we present to you part 3 of a 4-part series titled We Have to Save the Planet at All Costs, a discussion by Supreme Master Ching Hai during a group meditation on August 8, 2009, concerning the detrimental impacts of the meat diet on human health, the environment, and ultimately the health of our planet.
Our sweetest master.
Sugar.
Thank you.
Tell me.
During the period of swine flu in Mexico, people radically reduced the consumption of our pig friends.
Of meat?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
However,
Yes,
after a short time,
they forget.
yes, even the president and the media declared that the consumption of pork was not related at all to the swine flu.
Oh,
So they go for the consumption of the pork.
again.
Again, yes. Encouraging the people to
Yeah,
eat it again.
I know. So, what's your question?
So the question is, what would your message for the government and the media be so they understand that their words affect the whole nation?
Understand. They do know that their words affect the whole nation. That's why they spoke. Thus, yeah? But unfortunately, some government leaders and governments even are misled for being too busy to inform themselves of the fact that 90% cause of the flu are indirectly related to the swine factory in that province. They have calculated, they have researched. Now, for example, like if in your country, in your area has a lot of swine factories, then in that province have a lot more, yes, 90% related to the flu pandemic. And from then spread out, of course, but slower than the native house where the animals are breeding. Okay, maybe you can cook the pork and saying that, okay, the cooked meat is not contagious, but it's not so. The virus fly all over in the air, affects people. The workers who are in the farm directly are affected. And from then, it mixes with humans and other flus from birds or other animals and become more deadly. And then slowly or quickly spread out. Right now, the flu pandemic, the WHO said that it's unprecedentedly fast spreading. Fast, quickly spread, unprecedentedly. So I guess your government or your president in particular should inform themselves more before they advise their citizens. because they are the leaders. They should know what they are talking about. They should consult the expert, the scientists who are professional in this field before they speak. Because in Vietnam we say, our word is like an arrow. Don't just shoot at random. No, you can say it's as a bullet nowadays. Don't shoot at random.
Some of the diseases related to meat consumption and/or production: swine flu, Ebola reston virus. Cured meats and fish increase leukemia risk in children. Antibiotic-resistant superbug infections from a strain of Staphylococcus aureus. Blue tongue disease, E. coli, salmonella, bird flu, mad cow disease or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, 90% of the population at risk. Pig's disease or PMWS, listeriosis, shellfish poisoning, preeclampsia, Campylobacter, Clostridium difficile, diseases hidden in healthy appearing livestock. Some of the costs of meat eating. Infertility. Eating just one serving of meat per day increases the risk of women's infertility by 32%, with additional meat consumption increasing the risk. Heart disease. Over 17 million lives lost globally each year. Cost of cardiovascular disease is at least $1 trillion a year. Cancer. Colon rectal cancer. Over 1 million new colon cancer patients diagnosed each year, more than 600,000 colon cancer-related mortalities annually. In the United States alone, colon cancer treatment costs about $6.5 billion. Millions of people are newly diagnosed with other meat-related cancers every year. Diabetes. 246 million people are affected worldwide. An estimated $174 billion spent each year on treatment in just the United States. Obesity. Worldwide, 1.6 billion adults are overweight, with 400 million more who are obese. Costs $93 billion each year for medical expenses in the United States alone. At least 2.6 million people die annually from problems related to being overweight or obese. Environmental. Use up to 70% of clean water. Pollute most of the water bodies. Deforest the lungs of the earth. Uses up to 43% of the world's cereal. Uses up to 85% of the world's soy. Cause world hunger and wars. 80% cause of global warming. Plus more.
Some of the costs of milk consumption. Bacterial microbes, pesticides and enzymes found in cheese derived from the inner stomach linings of other animals. Up to 80% of the calories in cheese are from pure fat. Breast, prostate and testicular cancer from hormones present in milk. Listeria and Crohn's disease. Hormones and saturated fat leads to osteoporosis, obesity, diabetes and heart disease. Linked to higher incidences of multiple sclerosis. Classified as a major allergen. Lactose intolerance. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
So, I am so sorry that perhaps your president is too busy to do research into this area, yes, which is dangerous. So maybe you could send him more information. I hope he will read it for the sake of your citizens. That is why we spread all the information everywhere, and we write to the government, and we write to the newspapers. But I'm alone. It's not possible. I work sometimes day and night already with all the letters and all the correspondence I have to handle. So please do it. Do your part, okay? You write to the government, write to your leaders, send them the fact, and praying that they will read it. Sometimes people say that the meat industry, being so powerful as it is, they can lobby anything, lobby government, lobby Congress, lobby Parliament even, to support their business. To them, it's just business. But to the people, to the consumers, it's life and death. It's suffering or happiness. It's intelligence or dull-wittedness. It's not a business. A business should be providing to the people what they need to benefit them. And then, meanwhile, benefit yourself as well. That should be a good business. A business is not to give people poison either ignorantly or purposely to cause them harm, sickness, suffering, agony in any kind, just to profit ourselves. That is not a proper business. For a Christian, for a Muslim, for a Buddhist, for a Jain, for a Sikh, none of us, none of these people should do any of this kind of business. Business to kill people, business to harm people, business to kill the innocent animals, they are no good business. They are contrary to God's will, and thus we should avoid. Your president has spoken what he thought is the best for your country's economy, yes, business, and the people. But he probably has been misinformed, because being a president, he can't just spend his time doing research on, what benefits and what harms of the food. That he entrusted to his food and beverage minister, perhaps. Yes? And so whatever he is fed with, whatever information on his desk, he trusted, that is okay. That's why he announced it to his people that it is okay. So your president is also one of the victims of lobbyism, of arrogantism, of ignorantism, of businessism, of profitism, capitalism. It's a sad thing. It's a very sad thing. So help him if you can. I hope you can. The problem with being president also is that not all the voice will reach him, like old-time king. They're difficult. You have to go through the whole host of bureaucracy, yeah? Maybe your letter will go nowhere. But who knows? I wrote a letter to President Obama. I wrote a letter to the European Parliament, European Commissioner, and they answer me. Yes. They say they will take heed, take notice of what I said. And my words, my advice will be in their heart, in their mind, in the days ahead. I appreciate these kind of leaders who do listen, but these are in democratic country. That's why I told you many times, I still like America. Yes? I don't write always to the president, but I do write occasionally when it's necessary. Like I wrote to President Clinton for the Vietnamese refugees issue. I wrote to other presidents for the Vietnamese refugees at that time. And I wrote maybe about war, abortion stuff, only the necessary time. Because I know they're also busy. I don't want to be also another busybody messing up with government work. I only write when really, truly necessary. But you are the citizen of your country. Please do something. Please write. You write together a big letter and you sign many people and send it. Get as many signatures as you can and send it. Or send first a letter and then get signature and send later again. Who knows? Maybe it will come to the leader's ears. Maybe not. Just hope for the best. At least you do your best. I can't write to all the people. I can't write to all the presidents. I am trying, of course. Yes. I still will do it. But that is the thing with being president. Not all the information reach his desk. Sometimes the people surrounding him will screen it out. And sometimes the people around the president, not the president himself, but the people around him, sometimes they think, oh, we need some more money to support the president for the next term or this term or whatever term. So, we turn the blind eyes to this case. We turn the blind eyes to that case. We don't give him this information. We just do it ourselves. Meat industry is one of the most powerful. I told you meat, drugs, alcohol, cigarette. These are the top 4 most powerful industry. Almost like I'm alone against it, openly. Yes, other people also, maybe they're against it, but in a group, individually, in a small scale, I'm against them. Big scale, big time. So practically, I put myself in an unfavorable situation with many. Because what's good for people, I have to promote. What is the truth, I have to speak out. I have no compromise in this. And so should not you. That's why I told you. We have to begin from ourselves, yes? We have to practice benevolence, compassion, before we can tell others what to do, right?
We enjoyed your company today for Between Master and Disciples. Tune in next Friday for Part 4 of Supreme Master Ching Hai's insightful discussion titled, We Have to Save the Planet at All Costs. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, up next right after noteworthy news. May divine blessings fill your life with wonder and peace.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.